Hey everyone, it's Rob from AquaBLAST Fit. Today we're going to do a workout with the AquaBLAST at home. I don't feel like going to the swimming pool today, so I'm going to take it down in my basement and show you a few exercises you can do at home. First thing you want to do is add additional water to AquaBLAST. I recommend no more than about 2 gallons of water. Now AquaBLAST when empty weighs only 3 pounds. When you add a gallon of water, the gallon of water weighs 8 pounds. So the 3 pounds plus 8 will bring up to an 11-pound bag. If you want it exactly 10, it's about 7 quarts of water will make 10 pounds. That's how much I got in here today. It's exactly 10 pounds. This is good for nice cardio workout plus a little bit of strength on the way. So some of the things you're going to see, probably didn't know you could do with AquaBLAST. And some of these things that you're going to do, you really can't get in the pool. So it's good to transition to the land every once in a while anyway. So AquaBLAST is going to be your go-to training companion wherever you go, whether it's at the pool, whether it's on vacation, in your hotel room, or in your basement. So let's get started. One of the things also just to remember, keep your zipper well lubricated. You want to use something like Crisco shortening and smear it all over the zipper, work it in very good. When you start the exercise, fill it up, give the bag a squeeze. You should not hear any air escaping out of here. If it is, give the zipper a firm tug and make sure that it's fully closed. There also could be some residual water that leaks out of the seams where the handles are located because those areas will absorb water and it will come out during a workout. So just be aware of that for your floors. Okay, we're going to get started here. The first set of exercises are rowing exercises, and the loop handles really make it nice. You can do palm down or you can do palms up. So palms down, take it all the way up, palms up. And even with palms up, the bag will rotate over your fingers so you can take it all the way up. Next is the bicep curl. Simply taking it up, going down. You can also take it all the way up and do the Statue of Liberty. Now the bag is going to be shifting water around, so you'll have that unevenness that your muscles will have to adjust to. So it'll help fine-tune your muscle coordination because you're constantly adjusting to the shifting water. And you can get a full range of motion with most of these lifts that we're going to do here. Bicep curl is good, Statue of Liberty. The next one are just standard lifts. Grabbing both handles, go up, down, up, behind the back. You can do arcing like this, curls, straight out. I like to do a shift and a shift. Not really sloshing the water at this point, just trying to get a good overhead, a good lift. Take it up a little bit diagonally, take it down this way, diagonally up, diagonally down. I like to work all those areas. Okay, now let's start some sloshes. So I call this the happy slosh. Letting that water transition, letting that water displace to the other side. And you might notice there's a slight delay on one side and not the other. It's because there's a mesh area up here where the bag holds water and it releases it slower. There isn't any obstructions or any mesh at the bottom of the bag, so when you slosh it, it comes fast. Here, it takes a while. See that? So that's a happy slosh. This one make an unhappy face. And you can bend at your waist like this, or you can do more stability and just use your arms and do lighter rocking and find those limits. You can also go backwards, forwards. So now the range of sloshes. So you can slosh back and forth. And I like to take it through the whole gamut. In fact, you can go this like you're doing a canoe. Back and forth this way, up and down, that way. And you get the idea. You can go and get a very nice exercise with just the sloshing 10 pounds of water, 7 pounds of water with a 10-pound bag. Okay. So kettlebells, pretty much the same as the rowing, but it's I do it a little bit more controlled. So I'm basically taking them out, taking them back down, nice slow even movements to the side, letting one arm do most of the work, like that. In addition, you can do side curls, the kettlebells. You got to find the right amount of weight. This is 10 pounds, and it's about the right amount that I can lift. But you could start off with an empty bag, which is 3 pounds. And then if you want to add a quart of water, that'll take it up to 5 pounds. And each quart of water will give you an additional 2 pounds. So if you put 4 quarts in, that's 8 pounds, and 3 is 11 again. So you can do the variations that way and fine tune your lifting. Okay, baby lifts. Always a fun one. So you start off in the squat position, lift the bag. You can do it as squats. You can do it as lifts all the way up. Take it down and go all the way up. Or you can take them and toss the baby. And toss the baby. Another good one I like to do are cradles. And a cradle, I'm just cupping the bag. It's very unstable with the water shifting, but I like to take it out and try to hold it on the palm of my hands and keep it steady. With that one, you could do the rockabye baby. And then, of course, more sloshing that way. Next are squats. Take the squats. You can do a bear hug squat. Like that. And, you know, you can also take the bag, say put it on your shoulder if you want to do a squat this way. And you can also jump with the bag. Knee lunges. Place the bag up on your shoulder. You can use the wall for balance. Go down to one knee. Come up. Next step, one knee. You can try to go backwards. And, oh, there you are. So that's different types of lunges. Bowling is a good one. Now you can start off with a bowling exercise as though you can swing the bag, trying to get the handle of how you can swing it. But then you can also take a step and swing it. So in other words, like you're throwing a bowling ball. You're going to throw it while planting the opposite foot. Just like that. Try to throw a strike at the bowling alley, okay? I go down and time it and perfect strike. Okay, so that's your bowling. The hammer is a great one for stability. because you're gonna tighten up your core. Let the bag hit your upper arm here, right off the muscle. Bounce, 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 bounce. Now you can take it a couple different directions. So you can do diagonals this way. And go this way. And of course you can just take them as kettlebells, swing them that way. Overheads. Okay, let's try that again. I guarantee you're going to feel that one. Okay, we'll do one more. It's a 360. Watch your smoke detectors, watch your lights. And I'm standing sideways and I'm swinging it around. If your ceilings aren't high enough, take it outside. Just be careful when you are out there. Okay, so those are the 360s, and then the last standing is kind of more of a cool down because I'm going to do a balance on my 1 foot with 10 pounds on my knee. So I go up, try to hold it for 10 seconds. I don't have it today. Let's try the other leg. Yeah, and just hold that. And if you got it, you can start doing lifts that way while you're balancing. Okay, so those are some of the standing exercises you can do with AquaBLAST. It's limitless. You can add more water, you can put less water, you can do these anywhere. Just again, be careful about not puncturing the bag on something that's sharp. Okay. The next set of exercises we'll do are floor, and these are ones that we'll do lying down. And kneeling. So the first one we'll do is just a hamstring stretch. The bag has to get a little bit of elevation and pressure, so it's a great stretch for that lower legs. Let's do the other leg. Now the next one, if you put hot water in the bag, you'll get a great massage on your back if you have back problems. This is just a belly roll followed by a push-up. Elevated push-ups. So crawl back and forth and go fast and do these things. Just like that. Okay. Next up are let's go this way. Back rolls. You roll on the bag. Go back. You do flutter kicks. Push yourself forward. And do different types of leg lifts, extensions, and different types of exercises. And best of all, let that hot water, if you've used it, work into your back. Okay. Next up are sit-ups. So 10 pounds works really well to hold my legs. So I have, the 20-liter bag has these looped handles that you can stick your socks feet through, and just let the bag do the holding. So you basically put your feet through the loops, do a sit-up, and the bag may lift up a little bit, but that's part of the workout. It works the core even more when you're going through that motion. Put a little bit more water in there to hold your feet down totally, like that. Okay. Next up are different types of leg lifts with the bag. Now, when you do this, you have to know where that bag is going, but how your feet are in the loops, they'll hold the bag. It'll shift so that it's on your feet that way. So you can do different types of lifts. Let's get this way with it now. So you do a lift. Other lifts. You can do a slosh like that, like that. You can do side lifts or hip lifts by rotating to one side and bracing yourself and lifting and holding. Lift and hold. Shift to the other side and lift. Now, if you want to get very aggressive, you can do overheads. So you take the bag up this way. You can do lifts this way, or you can take it all the way down. Touch the floor and come back. So that's how that works. Now the final floor exercise we'll do is a kind of a lying sit-up. We'll pick the bag overhead like this and do different types of, let's hold both handles. These are simple enough. You can do different types of sloshes while you're here. Try to do some stability, widen the posture out. Look for the shaking. But you can also do sit-ups. Transition the bag forward. Yes. And those are your floor exercises. Okay, the final set of exercises will be sitting. So you could do this in a chair or sitting on the floor, but they're primarily about the same as the existing standing exercises. Simple lifts overhead, behind the back, arcing down, different types of sloshes, back and forth, like this, like that. Stroking that canoe. Okay, and that's it. So this is a good starter of about 40 exercises that you can do at home with an AquaBLAST 20-liter bag. You could also do it with the 25-liter bag, although the handles are straight and not as, don't have as many gripping positions. So whether you have a pool or not, AquaBLAST can be your training companion wherever you go. At the pool, on land, at the gym, at the beach, or wherever you go when traveling. So, blast away.